right. All right. Good. You can hear me now loud and clear, right? Awesome. Awesome. So, like I was saying, sugar is in almost every ingredient or list of ingredients you have on most products. All right. If you have any product you bought in from the market that is in a packet form, in a can form, that is something that can sit on the shelf for minimum of 3 to 6 months, just bring it out now. Look at the back where you have ingredients and start going through the list of names on that ingredient. You're going to notice a lot of sugar is in it. All right. So if the thing is, they don't always write sugar. You won't see it written sugar as ingredients. All right. Because manufacturers now know that you're looking out for sugar when you buy things. You don't want sugar in your food. You don't want sugar in your meals. You're being careful about sugar. Maybe you're watching what you take. You have a health challenge, or you're struggling with high blood sugar, or you're already diabetic, and you're being careful of what goes into your mouth. So they have creative ways of tagging these things to look like there is no sugar in it. Meanwhile, there is sugar in it. All right. Because of that, they use other names that you're not used to. So you may be thinking, oh, sugar-free, low cholesterol, all those very creative ways that they package and advertise products, good for the heart, good for the health, and all the rest. You're looking at that thinking, oh, it's fine. No, just leave that one. Turn the product, the back. Look for where the ingredients is listed, because it's supposed to be part of the packaging. And look at the names you have on your label. All right. Because guess what? Sugar has more than 50 names. Like I said, it has actually about 56 different names. All right. And most of you don't even know that. Minus sugar and glucose, you don't even know what the rest looks like. So I'm going to be telling you a few of those. Especially if you're here, you love taking packaged drinks and sodas and juices and all the rest. You're going to be finding out difference. All right. So here are some of the common ones that you don't know, but you can see on labels when you buy products. Number one, anything that ends with us. Anything that ends with us. So if you have these things in your house, go and get them now and start looking at the ingredients. If you see any ingredient that ends with OSE, that is sugar. Sucrose, glucose, lactose, maltose, fructose, dextrose, galactose, all. They are all sugar. So you might not see sugar on the label. That doesn't mean that there is no sugar inside the food. I'm telling you this. So take note of these names. When you pick up any product from the shelf, be at least patient enough to look at the name. And it will shock you where you'll be seeing these names. You will look at a can of beans. You'll be looking at corned beef. You'll be seeing sugar there. You're wondering, what is sugar doing here? That's the truth. So you need to start paying close attention to this, because they know that you're not. That's why they won't write sugar. They will put other names that you're not paying attention to. That's number one. Then number two, anything that ends with syrup. And this one is so bad because you see it in a lot of drugs, especially children drugs like cough drugs and any kind of drugs that they can make into syrup like vitamin C and all the rest, multivitamins and the rest. It's loaded with sugar. You're giving your child cough syrup and you're loading up the child with sugar, not knowing that. All right. So anything that has high fructose, corn syrup, rice syrup, glucose syrup, all these liquids are just another fine, beautiful name of renaming sugar. So don't get carried away by looking at the ingredient and looking for just sugar. You won't see sugar written there, but you can see, or you might come across some of these names that I've listed: high fructose corn syrup, rice syrup, glucose syrups. You might see it on the label of the products I have. So if you're someone that loves a lot of packaged, processed foods, canned foods, pre-arranged foods to make life easy, start paying close attention to the ingredients so that you can eat healthier. At least you'll be able to eat healthier. Number three, concentrates and extracts. They come in form of concentrates and extracts, especially in drinks like fruit juice and all the rest. So if you're here and you still love drinking all those packet drinks that is in cartons or in cans, just try and start reading the ingredients and the label. It will shock you what you have there. You see things like fruit juice concentrate. That means not sugar. Apple concentrate is sugar. All right. So just because apple is there and concentrate, it is just sugar that is tasting like apple. Fruit juice concentrate is just sugar that is tasting like fruit juice. It's not fruit juice. All right. Good. Malt extract. No be malt where you know they inside there. Not sugar. Are you hearing me? Before you say you're drinking Maltina, they say Amstel malt has low sugar compared to, they'll be telling you, they'll tell you this one has low sugar, this one no sugar. You've heard now, don't. Look at ingredients first. Don't be deceived anymore. You now know. Don't say you don't know, you know now. So you're learning, all right? So all this may sound healthier, but they are all still concentrated sugar. You have to be very, very intentional and careful about your foods. Are you together now? Why am I saying this? Because at a cellular level, the damage being caused is mostly from inflammation. And that inflammation is from sugar. Because you're taking in sugar from your drinks, you're taking in sugar from your food, you're taking in sugar from every source. And the problem is you're not just taking it once and that's it. It's in breakfast, it's in between snacks, it's in lunch, it's in between snacks, it's in dinner. Most especially with children. You're packing all that food and snacks for your kids to go to school. 90% of what you're packaging for them is sugar. No nutrient-dense meal there. The meals are not nutrient-dense. They don't contain other classes of food that is supposed to help them grow. Instead, loaded with sugar. All those your snacks, I don't start mentioning names. All those snacks you package is either loaded with sugar or loaded with oxidized oils, very unhealthy inflammatory oils. All right, both the food is prepared with healthy inflammatory oils, and the snacks is loaded down with sugar that is highly inflammatory. And this inflammation begins to cause damage at the cellular level, and before you know it, it progresses over time. And by the time the person is turning 32, 33, 35, they're telling you high blood pressure, they're telling you high blood sugar, they're telling you arthritis, they're calling funny names for you. And you're looking at yourself, you're wondering, but I'm young. But that is a lifestyle and habit that you have, what's that word now? Compounded over 30 years, over 40 years. And now it has become a health challenge. So nothing just starts. You don't just wake up and start noticing something is wrong in your body. Everything that goes into your system and mouth causes damage at the cellular level, especially when you are not conscious of what you're eating. It begins to cause damage there. So we're not here to scare you this morning. We're here to tell you what you're doing wrong and how you can remedy it, all right? So we're here with good news for you, to tell you that there are things you're doing wrong, but there are remedies that can help you to be able to handle that. And this is why I'm going to be showing the beautiful, amazing breakthrough products that has helped and is the best right now. The best. This is the final Odogu when it comes to how to wipe out inflammation. This is the fastest way that I know of. Whether you're unconscious, whether you're conscious, whether you're swallowing, you're not swallowing, you have throat, you don't have throat. This particular one, I know every human being on earth will use. All right. So make sure you don't log out before time. Stay tuned to now understand why you actually need this product. All right. Now, all these sugars are doing something in your body. They're causing some level of wreckage, damage, and destruction in your body. The trick is that sometimes they are across multiple ingredients in a single product. So you can have one product and you can have 3 to 5 different types of sugar in that product with different names. But you don't know that because you're only looking for just sugar. All right. So whenever you pick up a product and you start seeing some of these names that I mentioned, you're reading through it, you will see fructose, you will now see lactose, then you will now see apple concentrate. Just know that that product alone has 5 different types of sugar in it. So when you pick up a product and you're going through the ingredients and you're seeing most of these things that I'm talking about, just put it back on the shelf, especially if you're someone who wants to be intentional about their health and their life this year. All right. So we're not telling you this to put fear in you and get you to be paranoid. Doctor, that's say, oh, we should not eat sugar again. Anything you now carry, you'll be looking at the level up and down to know whether. No, we don't want to put fear in you, but we want you to be informed. Because once you have knowledge, you can't unsee it anymore. You can't unlearn it anymore. You've heard me now. You now know. So even if you go ahead doing the same thing, you now know that you're the one that is priming yourself for sickness. It's only a matter of time before you now start having the see. It's just time. The power of compounding effects happens in everything. It's only time that we tell whether you are actually intentional and paying attention with the things that you're learning and gaining here, or you're just living your life anyhow, you're continuing anyhow. By then, if you come here, I will build you very, very well. All right. So make sure you're choosing your products wisely. I know civilization, modern lives and everything, sometimes convenience, you want to get something done quick, so you need it to be pre-packaged, pre-made, or so you can't do without some of these things sometimes. But at least be smart enough to study and know that what you're getting is not loaded down with unhealthy ingredients that will cause more harm to your body than more, gain. All right. Are we still together? Now let's quietly move over to this second topic, which is the liver. This thing is what a lot of people are suffering from. The problem is you have two kidneys. You don't have two liver. So if something happens to one kidney, there is hope. Okay? You can now, but when your liver, the liver is a very unique organ. It's a very unique organ because it is the way your body filters a lot of things out of the system. You have the lymphatics, you have the liver, you have the kidney. I did a class about last year on 10 things that you're doing that is killing your kidney, like 10 habits that is quietly destroying your kidneys without you even knowing that these things are causing harm to your kidney. Most of you remember that class. Now I'm going to be talking about 5 things that is quietly harming your liver without you even knowing about it. All right. So if you're here listening to me this morning and you're struggling with low energy levels, stubborn weight, before you gain weight, you just do 1 or 2 water fast, juice fast, smoothie fast, or whatever. You can do OMAD, eat once a day, twice a day, do exercise, do water fast 7 days. You just lose the weight. But now you've done all those, your system is not working again. And you're wondering what's going on. Yes, it's supposed to happen like that. So if you're struggling with stubborn weight, hormonal imbalance for my ladies, and don't think that it's just for the ladies. It's just that ladies talk about theirs more. Men don't really talk about hormonal imbalance. Yes. If you're struggling in the other room, you're struggling to sustain. You can't sustain. You can't last. You're in that category of hormonal imbalance because that hormone that is supposed to help that part of the body to do the job properly is missing. Something is happening with it. That's why you're struggling. All right. So there are things that can affect that. So it's not just the women, even the men are included too. My men, are you people here? We not forget you people. Oh, yes. Men, are you here? Go to the chat box and drop 2. Where are the men? Are you here? Are you here? Go to the chat box and drop 2. We know because you people don't talk about some things. We understand. We ladies, we share, we talk, we have a way of sharing and talking about things and being open about some things. Men will just keep everything to themselves and just be struggling silently and just be hoping that maybe it will correct itself or secretly looking for help in the wrong places. So hormonal imbalance is not just for the women, no. Men too go through it. All right. So it might just be that your liver needs a lot of work. You overloaded it with things that it doesn't need. All right. So your liver performs over 500 functions. You see that your small body, your liver does over 500 different things. There are so many things that the liver does in the body, apart from detoxification, because that's the only one you people know. I detox my system, liver flusher, liver this one enhancer, liver this and that, up and down. That's the one you know. You just know that the liver just detox and flush your system. That's not just what it does. There are over 500 different things that the liver does, all right, to balance and regulate your body function and your hormones. But most people are quietly overloading it every single day without even realizing what they're doing. And for your information, it's not just with food, though. I know most of you are thinking it's food. It's not just food, and it's not just drinks. There are other things too that you're doing, certain lifestyle and habits that you have that is quietly overloading your liver. You just don't know it yet. All right? Because like I said, the liver is the primary filter. It's the number one filter system in your body. It processes everything that enters your body. Food, drinks, medication, chemicals from the environment, everything that enters your body that touches this your skin, the liver filters it. So you can see why it's not just food that can affect your liver. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, the only major liver health challenge we used to see is alcoholic liver syndrome. But nowadays, we're seeing a lot of non-alcoholic liver, syndrome. People are having fatty liver issues, and they are wondering how. And that is a health challenge that used to be specific for people who drink a lot of alcohol. But now, people that have never tasted alcohol in their life are having fatty liver, and you're wondering why. So when I'm going through some of these 5 things, you will start picking out how you are harming your liver without even knowing about that. And like I said, this is not to put fear in you, because we have the solution to give to you at the end to help you begin to reverse the process. All right. So your liver function will begin to shut itself down and focus on the one thing that can help you survive as a human being, which is detoxification. So if the liver is struggling to function, all these other 500 things that it is doing, it will begin to let go of them one by one, prioritizing them based on survival. So most of the time, the survival is just flush out, flush out, flush out. It will not now be able to, do other things like estrogen clearance, balance your thyroid, and so many other things that it does. Now, for the ladies, when your liver fails to flush out things like the estrogen and balance it, this is the reason why you start having things like fibroids. Because that excess estrogen that is not flushed out by your liver flows back into the uterus and begins to grow as fibroid. So if you're here and you're a lady and you're struggling with fibroid, or women that are struggling with fibroid, this is the reason. They don't even know that they have certain lifestyles and habits that is quietly damaging their liver, making their liver not to function properly by flushing out naturally excess estrogen that the body produces. That excess estrogen now not being flushed out and the liver balancing it is what causes the growth of fibroid. So you see, now it's your fault. It's not God that hates you. And it's not, most of the time, it's not inheritance by family. It's just inherited habits and lifestyle from the family that continues the same sickness down the line. Your mom had fibroid, your grandma had fibroid, now you too, fibroid. So you think it's normal. No, there is a lifestyle in that chain that has been continuous, that has maintained the growth of fibroids, which is either what people are eating or drinking, or some things that you people are doing. And I'm going to be mentioning some of them. So these are the top 5 things that can affect your liver. I hope you're paying attention. Number 1, highly processed and deep fried foods. This table this morning will break it. If you're here, you're a man, you're a woman, you are both 30 years old, and all your favorite foods it must enter oil before you eat it, fried in oil. From fried rice to any of it, jollof rice that is fried in oil, you will fry the tomato very well. You know what I'm talking about. From the fried fish, fried chicken, fried turkey, fried plantain, everything is, if granite oil is not in that food, it's not food for you. This is it. From your cakes to your meat piles to your buns yes, that's it. Yes. Because your great-grandparents and grandparents did not survive on all this frying. And even if they did a lot of frying, they used red oil. And they know they bleach them. But you will bleach your red oil. You will bleach the life out of the red oil. You will bleach the red. It's red oil. But by the time you're done bleaching it, it's no longer red. It's now white oil. Because you want it to have a particular taste and look. You will pour onions, pour garlic, pour ginger, fry the hell out of the red oil, come out. Remove all the nutrients, natural nutrients that come with red oil. You remove it because you're managing your life, but you don't want to manage your lifestyle and your habits. You like your granite oil. So you're using the red oil, but you're frying everything out of the red oil to get the correct granite oil look from red oil. I'm telling you now, that those things you're doing, those habits and lifestyle you have, that taste and craving and desire to eat in that particular way, you are just damaging the oil and you're making it very unhealthy. By the time you bleach red oil, you don't eat it raw, you bleach it at any point. You want to make normal porridge beans, so you put red oil inside pots. You allow it to heat up first. Then you now put your ori, put onions, put everything. You now fry it. I want the taste to enter the oil. Then you now add the beans and turn, so that the beans will have a particular taste. Well done. What do they used to call them? Critic 101. You like your beans and taste in a particular way. The other frying you're doing, you're frying out the richness and the nutrient out of your red oil. Your parents, that when they cook beans, they will just pour red oil inside and just mix it. They know what they're doing. They're not fools. They know exactly what they're doing. Your red oil is best eating raw. The same way I used to tell people that say, but I don't eat red oil. I eat it like olive oil, coconut oil. The more you fry it, the more oxidized it is. Are you getting it now? So you are making it difficult for your liver to process those oils. Raw red oil, your liver understands it. It knows it. It can use it. If you're eating eggs, those of you that are here, you don't know. In fact, I'm going to go on a challenge that is kicking off 1st of June. I'll be eating eggs for the next 30 days. Yes. And I want all of you to follow me. I'm going for my lab work, everything. I will do so that we'll see whether I will die or my cholesterol what will happen to me after 30 days of eating just eggs. Because they've demonized eggs to the point that everybody's afraid of eggs. But you will fry the life out of your red oil. You will use groundnut oil in the morning, afternoon, night, in all the foods you're cooking. There's no food that you're cooking that there's no groundnut oil in it. You can't eat anything that doesn't have groundnut oil in it. And those groundnut oils are very inflammatory, highly inflammatory, loaded with free radicals everywhere. Your liver doesn't know what to do with it. It can't process it. So it will just be storing it as fat. So don't wake up and start wondering, I'm putting on weight. I can't sleep well. Brain fog. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know my body, my blood pressure. You're the one. It's the things you're eating. You're the one doing it. Because you love all these oils too much. But the problem is it will go into your system, but your liver doesn't understand, doesn't know what to do. So it will just pack it. It will pack it and start figuring out, okay, how do we remove this thing now? Because your liver will still get rid of it, but it will take it longer to get rid of it. But you're eating it morning, afternoon, night, in between. All those your plantain chips, biscuits, sweet, chewing gum, cakes, all those things you're eating in between. Load it, bombard it back to back. You're not even giving your system time to rest, to catch itself. Back to back to back. And you want it to survive? No, run your normal gen like that in the house. Morning to night, morning to night, morning to night, morning to night, without turning it off. Run it like that. Let's see if it will last 1 week. If it doesn't break down, run it back to back. Just puff away on it, puff away. If you're off, puff away again on it. Like that. 2-4-7 run. Let's see whether it will not break down. But unfortunately, you can have 2 gens. Unfortunately for you, don't have 2 bodies. But that's how you are abusing your body. That's what you're doing to your body. Over time, that excess fat begins to accumulate in the liver. When the liver gets filled up, it will start looking for any place to enter. Inside your blood vessels, your heart, your kidney, around your organs, your intestine, your lungs, everywhere. And I always explain this, fat is like cobwebs. It doesn't just gather one side. It will wrap itself around everything. So if it's like this, by the time fat finish tightening itself, everything will shrink like this. And you're wondering why you're having blood pressure. And doctor is telling you don't eat salt. So tell me how salt entered this equation now. When you're loading yourself with unhealthy oils back to back every single day, eating morning, afternoon, night, in between snacks, it's oil on very unhealthy oils. This is the reason why your drugs alone will not help you. Because as you're swallowing high blood pressure drugs, high blood sugar drugs, you're still eating all the things that is causing it in the first place. Don't miss Sunday event, though. We're going to be scattering tables on Sunday. Invite your worst enemy, invite them. Let them come and learn now. Because most people don't know that there are certain foods you eat that help your body, and there are certain foods you eat that is killing you softly. See you like this, see death row. Sudden death is going to happen to you without blinking. They will just say, we saw him yesterday night, oh, now we can't find him again. This is it, though. This is how you're preparing yourself for the sudden death. Heart attack doesn't just happen. This is how you're packing yourself with it now. And let me tell you, it's not people that are looking fat that have You see, all the people that I know that have serious cholesterol issue and fatty issue, they are very slim, very, very slim. This is the reason I'm shouting, go and check your cholesterol. Go and check your cholesterol because you're already insulin resistant before you even start having high blood sugar or high blood pressure. Insulin resistant is there already. And the fastest way to know if you're insulin resistant is by checking your cholesterol level. And how to know that if you're insulin resistant or not is when you do your full lipid panel cholesterol, all right? These are not things that doctors say, oh, the triglyceride number, if you have your result, check your triglyceride number, use your HDL number, divide the triglyceride number. Anything above 2, you're already insulin resistant. Anything above 2, you're insulin resistant. So if you're here, you've been listening to me for the last 2 months, you've not done cholesterol panel tests, it just shows that you don't love yourself. You hate yourself. You don't love yourself. So you can't use 15,000 naira to go and do lipid panel test so that you will know whether you're gradually putting yourself inside the grave or not. Go and do your lipid panel test. Full lipid panel, triglyceride, LDL, HDL. Use the HDL number, divide the triglyceride. It will tell you whether you're healthy or you're sick. Because your lifestyle is killing you softly, but you don't know. These are things that women in our program and men in our program know already. Their understanding is different. And that's why you're here this morning. Let's continue. Number 2, excess alcohol and deep fried foods. Excess alcohol and sugary drinks, sorry. See, I've been hammering on these things, but you people will think that I'm joking. Please, so there is nothing, Ejo, no single thing about alcohol that is good. None. None. Let me say it again. There is nothing, none about alcohol that is good in your body. Not one. Not one. You just take it because of the feeling it gives you. But if you're thinking of your health, you will run. You will run. Especially if you're a young man or young lady above 30. The degree of the damage this thing causes in your body. Oh God. And the worst part is with your modern lifestyle, you're so lazy, you don't exercise, you don't eat well, you don't sleep well. And you're comparing yourself with your grandfathers and your great-grandfathers that wake up by 6:30, go to farm from around that 6 to 12, are under hot sun, collecting natural vitamin D. Eat everything that enters their mouth straight from the ground, natural, from either the garden or from the ground. You're comparing yourself with them. How many times did your grandparents eat groundnut oil? You're comparing yourself with them. They ate a lot of egg. They ate a lot of bushmeat, fish. They ate healthy food straight from the ground. They ate good vegetables farmed without chemicals or fertilizers. They worked hard. They trekked to everywhere. When we were in the village for my mother-in-law's burial, before you get to where you can see transportation, you will trek for like at least 10 to 15 minutes. Those of you that were in my village to do that, attend the burial, you saw it. You gonna walk. That is the lifestyle of people that live in the village. And you're comparing yourself with them. You that are in the city, you sit down for hours walking. After you stand up from that walk, car, house, sitting down again, pressing phone, eating unhealthy foods. You don't sleep well because you're hustling and you're comparing yourself with them. Well done. Well done. So you're not helping yourself by taking alcohol. It causes the highest damage to the liver. Let me tell you now, the fastest way to kill your liver is by drinking alcohol. It may take time because everybody is different. Some people 5, 10 years, 15 years, eventually, you go land there. Some people have even died. They'll say it's sudden heart attack, but they don't know it's because the liver packed up and it's not doing so many things. The heart now kukuma join. But the first thing that got killed was the liver. It wasn't the heart. The liver could not do a lot of things that it was doing. Remember, the liver does over 500 things in the body. 500. So there are things that once the liver cannot do anymore, all other things will start packing up. Are you aware? So tone it down. I know it's hard. You might not be able to stop it completely, but tone it down. This every day. No, they do that thing. At least start by doing like 2 or 3 times in a week, then gradually once a week, then gradually once or twice in a month. Then before you know, you fizzle it out. But do not be firewood though. As you're getting weak, as you're getting old, things are happening. The things your body could handle in your 20s, it will struggle with in your 30s, it will struggle harder in your 40s, and by your 50s, it will start packing up if you don't do nothing about it. And by your 60s, you're already on life sustenance. It's only a matter of time. Number 3, synthetic and personal care products. This is where I want to talk to most ladies. This is where I want to talk to most ladies, because most of you don't realize, men, their major challenge is just perfume. Most men like good perfume, smelling, want to smell good and all that, you know. But they know they too send the thing like women, and we carry on for head. Most women use perfumes. A lot of ladies use makeup, deodorants, shampoo, lotions, face cleanser, face care, 5 different things on one face to wash. Then you put 7 different things on top of one face just to go to bed, so that you wake up and have this face looking like this. No makeup, nothing, fresh face. Yes, this face like this, nothing. I just eat a lot of egg and meat and fish and plenty fat. Is like this. That your face routine or whatever you're doing, spending money on products and lotion and all the rest. I have it already, and I'm not spending money on it. Yes, and you can see there are no wrinkles anywhere, and you can see the jawline, you can see the neck, you can see everything. You can see it is there. It's there. Nothing. Eat well. Put good things into your body, it will deliver. So some of these things are loaded with chemicals. As you're putting it on your body, your skin is absorbing it, and it is going straight to your liver to be processed. All right. This is the reason why ladies that are in our fibroid program, we tell them, if you have fibroid, reduce all this, your excessive makeup, use of excessive products, lotions, cream. There are some women that like it. Shower gel. I like the way this one smells. You have soap for face, for bathing. You have soap for this and that. You have all sorts of facial product and cleaners all over the place. You have makeup, like 3 different powder, 5 different this. You have all sorts of things. They are being absorbed by your skin. You have oil perfumes, you have body sprays, you have flower sprays, you have all sorts of sprays. All of them, they still enter your body. Now you know, before you say you don't know. Finally, medication and supplement overload. Some of you here abuse our supplements. Let me know, like, you abuse it very, very well. Any small thing, it's not cocoa, it's not Fanta, it's not water. The way you drink it, tone down. This is why when you come to me, I tell you for the first 7 days, one go the first, so that your liver will start adjusting and getting used to it. After 7 days, then increase it to 2, gradually, so that your liver will get used to it, absorbing it. Okay, what should I filter? What should I keep? And it is not in excess overload that it is now a waste, because when it's in excess, your body will just take what it needs. Every other thing, it will filter it out as waste. For medications, if you're listening to me, high blood pressure, diabetes, you have any kind of health challenge, you've been on drugs for more than 6 months to 1 year to 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, just know that your liver is suffering, because all those drugs have things that are in them that your liver is struggling hard to get rid of. Yes, they work for some side, but as they work for that side, it gets side effects, and that side effect now your liver, they handle them. You are not seeing it now, but with time, it will start showing up in other things. So you're placing a significant load on your liver. Your liver is dealing with a lot. This is the reason why you need to heal your body. You need to eat a particular way. You need to sleep a particular way. You need to start exercising. You need to start supplementing. You need these things to allow your body heal, so you can get off the drugs, so that you're not the one killing yourself. You can't be taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, because if you're on high blood pressure medication, high blood sugar medication, fatty liver or cholesterol medication, arthritis drugs, this one drugs, you have 5 different drugs you're taking. And some of these drugs, it's not just one. No. The high blood pressure on might be 2 or 3 or even 4. Then sugar on is like 2. Then all these things, as you're swallowing all these things, is going into your system, it is causing havoc. As it is working, heal your body naturally with food, with sleep, with exercise, and with supplementation, so that you can stay away from the drugs. Your liver health is not just about what you eat. It's about how your body handles the things you do every single day. Reduce the load and inflammation to your liver, because all these things, what they do is they go into your system. They are toxic and inflammatory. They attack the liver cells and start causing destruction at the cellular level of your liver. Yes, they start causing destruction at the cellular level of your liver. That's why they'll tell you that your liver is packing up. Half of your liver is gone. 90% is gone, 80% is gone, because that means inflammation and free radical has eaten half. So what is functioning is just 30% instead of 100%. Environmental toxins, those of you here, Madam Neat, Madam Clean, your house is always smelling as if it's heaven. You have all sorts of chemicals, spray, you burn incense and all sorts of things in your house. Are we saying that your house should not smell good? No, your house should smell good. Don't be excessive with it. Don't be too excessive with it. House cleaning products, air freshener, chemical spray, the ones you have, this one for air, you have this one, you have also. Just know that all those things, your skin is absorbing it daily and it is piling up. Remember, compounding effect. And where does it have the most effect? On the cells. As your liver as it's touching your skin, your body is absorbing it, is sending it to the liver to process. So when it gets to the liver, if it is loaded with free radicals and inflammatory, it starts causing damage immediately. Don't forget what free radicals are. They are angry, frustrated soldiers that are just looking for where to let loose and cause harm and destruction. So as it's entering your system, the intention is to start causing havoc anywhere it sees. And as it's entering your system, it goes to the liver for processing. It will start attacking your liver, first of all. Because little cells come together to form tissue. Little tissues come together to form organs, which is your liver. That organ has a system that it is working with, which makes you up as a human being. You have the circulatory, this one, all the system, you learned it in school. So imagine when the liver is not working well. Is the heart and other systems now going to function well when the liver is not doing what it's supposed to be doing? If the kidney, the liver is now not functioning well, how will other systems handle it? Everything is supposed to work together. But once one starts failing, all the rest start taking the heat. So free radicals are not your friend. Free radicals are not your friend. I will know, we're not teaching people to stay away from medication. We are informing you. You know that the medications you're taking are helping, but that is not dealing with the root cause of the problem. It is not. It's not dealing with the root cause of the problem. You're taking high blood pressure drugs, but you're still eating inflammatory oils. You're still eating very unhealthy. You don't sleep well. You don't exercise. You don't do nothing. You just wake up, swallow drugs, eat whatever you like or what the doctor tells you to eat, and that's it. You don't do nothing else apart from that about your health. And your entire faith is in that high blood drugs that you're taking, that it will help you stabilize your blood pressure. Stop it now. Let's see whether you survive. Stop the high blood pressure drugs. Let's see whether it's stop taking the high blood sugar drugs. Let's see whether you will survive without taking it. How will your body control the sugar? Have you ever asked yourself that your body that used to control sugar before suddenly stop controlling the sugar? They're giving you drugs to help you control the sugar. You've been on it for 2 years now, 3 years, 5 years. Stop it. Let's see whether your body can now control the sugar. So there are things that are causing this damage that you need to understand. And your body can heal so that eventually you can stop taking the drugs, because the reason for the drugs is to allow your body heal while the drugs is helping. It is not the last bus stop, but most people just take it that that's the last bus stop. And before you know it, you've been on the drugs for 8 years. So we are not saying don't take medications. All the people in our program still take their medication. But suddenly on their own, they're realizing that with the way my sugar is dropping, I need to start reducing the drugs. Otherwise, I will enter hypoglycemia. My sugar will now be low, not high again. So before you know it, they get off the drugs, because now the body is able on its own to control the sugar. So we're not saying stop taking your drugs. We are telling you that as you're taking your drugs, be looking for a permanent solution to the real problem, not just a surface covering, because the damage is happening at the cellular level. Your body can heal at this cellular level. The free radicals coming in from the things you're eating, for you not getting enough sleep for the body to repair itself, for you not getting supplements to help your body heal and repair itself, all those other things that you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing, it's not helping your body heal itself. And that is how you will not recover. You will not recover on just the drugs. You won't. Because even the medication themselves, read the leaflet now. If you think I'm lying, bring your drugs. That leaflet that is said, open it. Look at side effects. Look at the side effects. It's there on the leaflet. Look at the side effect. You're having brain fog, you're fatigued. Look at the side effect. You're having diarrhea. You're having excess gas. You notice heart palpitation. Some of these drugs come with these things as side effects. Do you know that? But you don't, it's as if you just want careless about your lifestyle. So everything, that's why we're taking time to break these things down. Because all these things are ways through which free radicals enter your body. Poor diet, certain lifestyle like smoking, drinking of alcohol, environmental pollutions, chronic stress. Yes, chronic stress. All these things are ways that radicals cause havoc. And radicals come in to cause, they are sick. When they come in, they are very unhappy seeing healthy cells. What do they do to healthy cells? They attack them and steal from them. And the more they take from the healthy cells, the weaker the healthy cells get. And before you know, the healthy cells start falling sick too. So imagine the rate at which free radicals are coming in to the rate at which your body is producing healthy cells. Balance it. The rate at which you're swallowing these drugs. And what are you doing to counter it? By eating healthy, sleeping well, collecting natural vitamins from the environment, or substituting it by taking supplements, exercising. What are you doing? Nothing. So your cells are getting sicker faster because the free radicals are coming in more compared to the cells that are healthy. How do you combat this? How do you fight this? Antioxidants. That's the only way you can fight it. Why? Because antioxidants are specific nutrients in your foods that prevent or slow down the damage that free radicals is causing, which is oxidative stress to your cell. They act as scavengers. They act like a military, like SWAT, like they go and they arrest those free radicals. The thing causing the damage, they arrest it. And they now repair the damage that is happening. That's why your lifestyle is important. What is this oxidative stress? It's a condition that occurs when there are too many unstable molecules called free radicals in the body, and there is no enough antioxidants to fight it or to get rid of them. So oxidative stress is that continuous imbalance that happens between free radicals and antioxidants. So check yourself, check your lifestyle, and check everything you're doing. If at any point, whatever you're doing is introducing more free radicals than antioxidants, you are getting sicker and sicker. But if you start introducing more antioxidants than free radicals, you will start seeing progress and improvement in your health. All right? What are the effects of these free radicals? Cell and tissue damage. Are you seeing it there now? That's the number one damage it causes. Cellular and tissue damage. Extreme weakness, even after rest. You wake up with headache. Wake up drawing like ogbono. Wake up and it's as if there's cobweb inside your brain. It will help you age fast. So if you want to age fast, this is how to do it. Chronic inflammation, cancer, stroke, arthritis, heart disease. That is what free radical cause through oxidative stress. Loss of vision, immune deficiency, emphysema, hair loss. Yes. Hair loss is part of it. Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease. It will look as if it's nothing because it's coming in small, but it is causing that damage. And eventually, these are the things that it becomes over time. So I have good news for you. Good news. Because we have discovered an ideal antioxidant, the best in the whole world. So if you're excited and you want to know how to combat, how to fight this thing, go to the chat box and drop good news. Drop good news in the chat box. Yes. Like I said, we're not here to put fear into you, but we're here to tell you that there's a solution, there's a way. All right? The health optimization, third pillar of the Diamond Project, is here to help you, to provide you with the perfect environment, perfect community to fit into, and to gradually begin to deal with the health challenges that you're struggling with, dealing with the root cause, not just the symptom, but the root cause that can help you heal. All right? That ideal antioxidant is the Ultra H2 bottle. Do you know why I love this bottle so much? Because it's something that every human being uses. What does he use? Water. What's the product? Water. Water that you drink. No matter the surgery you go through, when you come out, the first thing that you want to take is water. And that's what doctors will say, give her water, because they want to be sure that they close everything properly. Because if water enters and you're not pissing, there's problem somewhere. Or if the piss is leaking somewhere, there's problem somewhere. So usually it's water they ask you to take first, then eventually soft foods and other things. So what makes this particular product so unique? Over the years, a lot of research has gotten into it, into finding that ideal antioxidant that can really attack free radicals and reduce it drastically. But there was a lot of inconclusive researches. It works on some people, it will not work on some people. All right? There are people that will take supplements, they will see results like this. There are other people that will take supplements, they will break out in boils, they'll start having reaction, allergic reaction. Also, you'll be like, is it not the same thing that I took? How come you're taking it and you're complaining of it turns your stomach, you're vomiting, you can't sleep well? That is it. Everybody is different and unique. So some things might work for some people and might not be able to work for some people. Some people start looking at that side effect that is causing a lot of problem. And they start researching, is there something that everybody can use that can help everybody without triggering allergic reaction or any other thing? Is there something like that? And that was when they discovered that the hydrogen molecule is the best antioxidant in mopping up free radicals. Do you know why it is the best? It targets the most toxic and harmful free radical, and it converts it to water. Can you believe that? It targets the most harmful and toxic antioxidants. That's why we have testimonies of people who have cancer and they took it and suddenly their recovery just sped up. So it is the best antioxidant available. Are there so many other antioxidants? There are. That's why you take supplements. Fruits and vegetables, herbs, they're loaded with antioxidants. But you might take ginger and turmeric, you will not have problems. Somebody else might take ginger and turmeric and be purging like mad. You can swallow agbo, it will not do anything. Another person will swallow agbo and end up in the hospital with serious diarrhea or typhoid. Instead of it now helping, it will trigger the full sickness to now come out very, very well. So everybody's system is different. But the best so far they have found that everybody and every system adjusts to perfectly is the hydrogen molecule in water. Because water is a universal solvent. Every human being drinks water. And nobody in this world that I know of that their body fights water. I don't know of anybody that the body fights water. The body doesn't like water. As a human being, 70% of your body is even made of water already. All right? So the properties of this that makes it so unique, it targets the most dangerous and it deals with it immediately. It's so tiny that there is no place it cannot enter. Supplements cannot pass the blood-brain barrier. Are you aware? There are certain barriers that are so small that supplement cannot go through. That's why they tell you take it 5 days, take it 7 days, take it 21 days, take it for as long as possible until it starts working. Because it is struggling to pass through some places to get to the target site. But water can enter anywhere. And as water can enter anywhere, it can carry this molecule to any part of the body, the brain, the spinal cord, anywhere at all to reduce inflammation and wipe out free radicals. Anywhere at all. All right? It is lipid soluble. It's perfect because it's so tiny, it can pass through anywhere. It balances metal ions. This hydrogen molecule in water will balance the copper, zinc, iron that is in your body. Mitochondrial function, it just ensures that everything in the body is gotten in the right quantity. And the best part is it is so convenient. Because it's your drinking water now. You drink water. You will get thirsty whether you like it or not. You're drinking water. All right? So everybody has access to water. Even people on admission in the hospital, even people that are coming out from surgery, everybody have access to water. So this is the reason why you cannot not have this product. You cannot not have the hydrogen bottle. It is the most universal antioxidant, the best antioxidant, anti-allergy, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, anti-tumor, and see, cellular protection, name it. Why? Because it can enter everywhere because it's so tiny. So tiny, neuroprotective, so tiny. As long as there is an inflammation in your body that a free radical is causing somewhere, this can get to it. Not all supplements can do that, but this particular one can get to it. I know you're not asking, how can we lay our hands on this thing? Help my life, help my career. What do I need to do? Help me, I beg. What is the next action? What's the next step?